What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's going on? First week of football, too.
Yep.
You know, Panthers lost, but yeah.
Cowboys won.
Well, they're winning right now.
Well, yeah, who knows?
It's kind of a blowout. Have you watched what? The Graveyard?
The Graveyard for it. Here's the big news, besides the fact that we got a great album Steve's picked out.
Right.
What would be a good hint? Shallow cover or color?
Yeah.
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 Not promoting any one sport.
Right.
Not negating the opening of football. But did anybody see, we're not even going to talk about the attendance.
Oh, no.
Who come in third at the Indianapolis?
Good God, Eddie.
Good God, Bubba come in third today. I am so happy. I might as well have just, you might as well told me, Eddie, Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was rooting for you, Bubba. I swear to God I am.
Oh, Bubba Wallace, yeah, man.
In fact, I'm joining the fan club, actually.
Yeah.
North Carolina. We're still from North, from King, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He's from North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been one that was like regional, like Syracuse Johnny's. Oh, sorry. Syracuse Johnny's always like regional. Yeah. I'm not like that. I like whatever,
Right.
But I'm,
So, I mean, you working much or?
Not really.
You still tending to the Ross Estates?
Yeah.
Right.
I swear it's like Mother Nature's messing.
Hey, you didn't go to the show last night?
It's what, man, just
Yeah,
after a while did she call you?
Well, no, she came by and take that.
Yeah.
She said she'd been trying it home.
Phone been dead for 2 days. I'm not kidding you, man.
Right.
And we're not gonna go into deep, like we don't do that dirty laundry on here anyway. But when I tell you that in my life, by golly, that if Murphy Law's like, if it's something simple, they can turn into something complicated.
Oh, yeah.
McLaren engines don't have anything on me. I can go from 0 to 380 in 1.1. Or things around me get like that.
Yeah. It's a big name,
Yeah. Big name in F1.
Oh, yeah, F1.
I saw where a Formula 2 racer last week at Spa in Germany got killed. That was a horrific crash, He careened off of something. It was just like, you're doing good from one impact, but he just had to do it. It was like...
Well, they showed that on the movie channel, Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
James Bond.
Yeah.
It was like, Watkins Glen had a trip. They got water and then
Oh, yeah. Read some, like...
Yeah. Well, but, once again, that was a disappointing turnout for the Brickyard.
Absolutely.
Nobody there, man. It was a graveyard.
I know,
They
man.
didn't just take that off like I say, another road course.
And I'm not knocking Indianapolis, so we're not saying that.
no.
I just say this: if I lived in Indianapolis and I had my druthers between the Indy 500 or the Brickyard 400, I'm going to go to the Indy 500.
Sure.
That's just the way it is. Just like if I lived in Daytona and they said you get a chance to go to the 24 hours of Daytona race or the Daytona 500, I'm going to choose the 500.
Sure.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's just a matter of what fits for that that track, basically. What it was. Yes, there's more type of breed tracks, obviously, which are wonderful.
I know, but in NASCAR they need another road course.
Yeah, they need.
I mean, that's like spend a weekend in Long Beach, either before or after the Long Beach Grand Prix. But
here's what I say.
Try it out there.
Here's a challenge. Who is it that owns Lowe's? What's his name? Bubby Wheeler? Or Brooks Smith. Here's Brooks Smith. I drive down Brooks Smith Boulevard, right? I'm a Carolina kid. I'm saying this. Here's a challenge to him. 2 years in a row, we're about to find out for sure on your test survey of the road. I guarantee you're going to get back the same data and feedback that says, hey, everything's positive. The profits and all that stuff. So here's the deal. You're Brooks Smith. Yes, out in Texas they got big domes. Here's what I'm saying. He built an awesome, you gotta say, even though it might be cookie cutters from other track, he built an awesome 1.5 road oval. He's got an awesome dirt track. He's got an awesome open, you know what I'm saying? And an awesome NHRA 4 wide.
Oh, yeah.
Now you need to build an awesome road track
Right.
somewhere in the city. And I'm talking about a nice one. I'm talking about one that's going to rival, obviously, Sonoma, Watkins Glen.
Sure, man.
Back in the day when you had,
Riverside.
Riverside, back with the big Rusty Wallace and Earnhardt battles where songs were made out.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Or pick one of the coolest places you can pick that's kind of iconic. I hate to ride the back. We seen what riding the back of another genre like the Indy. So I'm not so sure that it would work for the Long Beach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the one in Detroit. I don't really, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just, I think building awesome. Yes, there's been a run of ovals built and short track
yeah.
stuff.
Sure.
Building awesome.
There's not that many road courses in the United States.
Exactly.
Yeah, not that race.
But build one that is, here's the deal, build one that is suitable and aptly wide enough for them, you know what I'm saying, as a NASCAR, but obviously have it retrofitted to where they could even bring in, God forbid, you'd say F1 because Texas has one. That's what Texas did. Speaking of big, they built a bad, why not go to that one? How come we don't go to that one?
You're asking me.
Did you not know that?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Somewhere near outside of Dallas,
Right.
they have built, and it's $1 billion facility.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 years ago, they hosted the first U.S. Grand Prix since the debacle that they tried years ago with the Grand Prix.
Right,
That was horrible. And it's been phenomenal. Like, they built it to the specs of where you would have, like, of course, they're not going to have nothing like Spa or some of the stuff in, like, France.
Yeah.
Some of because those were tracks that were built onto this basically usable roads, but
Right.
I don't know. It's just the way they're set out, like it's fast. But the one in Texas is awesome, man. I watched the Formula One race last year. It was pretty cool. Got the open pits for like, you know how they have the overhead things.
Oh, yeah.
They did it right, man.
Yeah.
They built it specifically to lure F1 there. And why? If F1 deems it good enough for them to race on, but it doesn't take the same amount of track for an F1 Ferrari or McLaren or actually. Ganassi has teamed with.
Yeah, Chip Ganassi.
Yeah, has teamed with who is the F1 team?
Oh,
I can't remember.
right.
But anyway, yeah, they're running a team.
Yeah. Well, in the Formula, we got like Unser, AJ.
Well, no, there's Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Indy, but they've crossed over. Some of the echelons have actually crossed over.
Right.
Like you've got Andretti, who went from F1 into Indy, also into NASCAR.
And then Penske's the same way.
Exactly. Yeah, he has multi-team. He has Indy. He has NASCAR. Andretti came over and won the 500, man.
Right.
But I'll have to say this: the best crossover, because there's crossovers from F1 running now in NASCAR series.
Yeah.
But the best one to ever do it and do it that holds the bar was Tony Stewart.
Oh,
when he left, I did not know this, that Juan Pablo Montoya raced on F1. Did you know that?
Yeah. I knew that. Oh, yeah. He's the one who hit the jet dryer, too.
Well, of course, that's what I'm saying. Not all of them work.
No, then Danica Patrick, then,
Proof positive. You know who was another one that was on the cusp of doing really, really good?
who's that?
But he just, Robbie Gordon, when he come from the Indy series over here, because Robbie Gordon was good,
Okay, yeah.
he left.
Robbie Gordon?
Yeah. And it just,
Yeah, Juan
but you mentioned Robbie Gordon's name, and he is the Richard Petty of off-road racing. Like,
Right, yeah.
What the hell?
I'm trying to open that
Trying to open up the, where's a kid that went on a field trip to JR Reynolds or RJ Reynolds when you need him?
Hey, I went to the La Brea Tar Pits when I was a kid. Yeah.
You can't smoke a dinosaur.
Right, yeah.
This is groovy, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Machine Head.
Machine Head.
1972, yeah.
1972. See, there again, that golden number, 1972.
Oh, yeah.
You look back, every time I hear that, that's what I'm going to say. Shallow color,
Yeah.
deep purple. We don't own the rights to this. We're praying that we don't.
Right, yeah.
Google, we know we don't, or YouTube, we don't own the rights to this.
Hey, I
but,
bought the CD.
But he bought it. He actually is the patronizer of this merchandise he bought from the proprietor.
Of course I did. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, while I was up there, I saw Johnny rolling up into right as I cruised across about the stop sign to get over to the Exxon side.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him as I was going down the road. He pulled in, looked like he was in his '69 Brando movie. What was that movie? Yeah, he's like in the Wild Thing. He pulls into the Exxon, gets out, and carts off straight into there, and I just go on over. I seen Rodney. I said, and that's even telling Rodney I don't have time for nothing. I gotta go. Pete, and I said, I gotta go. He's like, you leaving? I said, man, I just gotta go. I'm doing something with somebody, you know. Like, I told him I'd be back. I said,
Johnny's screen has a little windshield.
Yeah.
And that's more like on the quadruped.
Yeah, that's true.
But
But anyway, I figured I had because when I rode by, I didn't see his moped there, so I thought, well, he either's A, going home, or if he's not, I'm going to see where he goes, so I'm going right back up there.
Yeah.
And by the way, a 12 fit perfect right in that bag.
Oh, yeah.
Snaps and everything.
When Johnny's not here, then Green Bay played Thursday night. And they got to play Minnesota next Sunday. So,
yeah.
Vikings, so yeah. We'll give them a run for them, brother.
Oh, yeah.
So what's up for tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
Right?
Yeah. Probably
No
not.
work from Rodney or? Well,
He usually, man, he don't call me till that day 9 times out of 10 unless I'm at the shop.
Yeah.
And he sees me prior.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if he's done that boat or not, but I'm gonna go over in the morning because normally I see him unless it's like a holiday or something, but I'll see him in the morning over there.
There's no. Yeah, give him the good news.
8:30, yeah.
Yeah, old Bubba, yeah.
I'm gonna bring a 6-pack of beer.
Good God, Eddie, we're gonna celebrate. Bubba Wallace, Doug Victor.
Yep. That's a milestone.
Yeah, well, did he do good in the Daytona race?
Top 5.
Yeah.
No, he crashed out. Remember?
Oh.
He was vying for the lead.
Right, yeah.
Or was in the lead, and one of them crashed him out.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
The old boy, I have to give him the old boy that. He was going to win the damn thing.
Like I said,
he had the horsepower.
Look, you get in the top 3. It's a long race.
Yeah. I get in the right draft.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell you the one I wouldn't want to have been behind. And I can never remember his name. I might get in trouble for saying this. You remember the guy I told you that was from West Coast? His family owned casinos.
Right.
And he drove in a cup car and in a truck car. I liked him. I followed him.
What was his name?
I'm trying my best to remember.
West Coast driver?
Remember that? Yep. And I told you that it was only a few times he drove in the cup, I guess, but he drove an Xfinity.
Right.
But he had his own truck and stuff, and his family. It's called the Something Casinos. It was in the truck series.
Right.
And the sponsors are like gold and black dice, something like that, whatever. But anyway, he had gained so much. Brendan Gaughan.
Brandon, I remember him, sure. Yeah,
Right.
Brandon Gaughan, yeah.
And his family owned a casino. I love Brendan. Brendan Gaughan, I love him.
Yeah.
Because see, I have always wanted to have the job of what's his name that wears the shirts that look like mine. I don't wear shirts that look like him.
Right, yeah.
Black. Anyway, Brendan Gaughan
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
is the equivalent of the guy whose dad owns the thing. He's like, Pop! You know, but he had talent. Although the talent, you know, every week there was a fine line of that engineer saying there's got to be more weight removed from that car. And it's Brendan Gaughan. By God, when he got out there one time at Richmond and he climbed, and it's like you're squeezing toothpaste out of the end of a tube.
Yeah.
He squeezed out of there, you know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
got out, I'm like, good God.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he had the biggest Hans device they made. You know, it's about that wide. You know,
Oh,
he's on his own, you know. Like but he was a great driver.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's, are you sure it's Brendan?
Brandon Gaughan, I remember Brandon Gaughan, but even my wife, like,
I'll have to research it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
yeah.
But he gained a lot of weight. He's not even racing now, but anyway,
Right.
he was in it.
Well, I remember like Tony Stewart kind of puffed up.
Oh, kinda. Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony got
That's
big.
what,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll make no bones. Bobby Hamilton, bless his heart, Bobby Hamilton Sr.
Yeah.
Bless his, may he rest in peace. He died.
Yeah, right.
He tried to beat cancer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But bless his heart, he even bloomed up
Right,
one
yeah.
time.
Well, I don't know about your metabolism of this.
Well, Jimmy Johnson never was slimline from the get-go.
Yeah, he wrecked today, but
Oh yeah, he probably will. I'm guaranteed, yeah.
well, he's, Lowe's doesn't sponsor him anymore. He's got some other funky spots.
Oh, I ain't talking about that Jimmy Johnson. I'm talking about, I meant Junior Johnson.
Okay.
My bad. I'm sorry. Junior Johnson's who I meant.
Right.
He was never the swim kind to begin with.
How about Junior Johnson?
But Junior Johnson was there's that famous video of him at the Southern 500 and he's grabbing the jack and he's slinging it around so hard he's knocking his own crew members off their feet. That's when they wore those checkered Coca-Cola window white and red. Yeah. He said, "My God, my team's gonna look organized."
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Petty might have been winning them all, but he was bringing in some sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
He knew what time it was.
Oh, yeah. I don't foresee Johnson being around much longer than maybe next. Unless he picks up a sponsor.
Well, he can't just retire at the end of this year, unless. Now, here's the deal.
Well, he's already out of the playoffs.
I have to say, I know he's already out of the playoffs.
Because this was the last weekend of the playoffs.
But I'll say this:
Yeah.
do you honestly think, like, yes, he can go? If I was him, and I don't blame him if I went to Hendrick and said, "Look, I'm done after this year. Now I'm out of the playoffs, and I'm done."
Yeah.
But here's what's going to happen. He's going to say, "That's fine. I told you."
Yeah.
And as soon as he tells others of NASCAR, the family that owns them,
No, what that?
the family that owns NASCAR.
Oh crap! Wheeler or?
No, not Wheeler. I forget their name. I'll think of their names in a minute.
Right.
It's gonna. I'm telling you something. It'll behoove him to do that. Here's why. Because NASCAR will plead with him. Look, we will pay you a certain. Here's why. They're gonna want a 1 year. If by God, if they can give that to everybody, like. You would have thought that Junior had won 19,000 championships because he was popular. Now you have a guy who's in the modern era tied folk with some big wins. NASCAR will plead with the France family. Bill France Jr. is going to plead with Hendrick and say, "Look, I'm begging you. We will give you an incentive. We'll give you this amount of money. We want a farewell season." Of course, yes, I guarantee. But it would ultimately be up to Jimmy. But I will tell you this. When asked about the likes of Earnhardt, Tony Stewart, and some of the other drivers who had turned into owners that is actually making them money that they can make do well, he said, "I know I could, but I've won championships," and he said, "I have a great." He said, "I make a great living. I don't want to be a part of any type of ownership in NASCAR, track, anywhere." He said that when I walk away, I want to walk away. He said, I don't even think about being a commentator. He said, but I will tell you definitively, I will never own a truck. You'll never see me going up from truck to Xfinity. He said, I just won't. You know, which is kind of odd, but.
Just wash your hands of it and walk away. Look at Carl Edwards, he retired. What's he doing nowadays?
Which is crazy. I know, man. Like I guess he did. He made enough money from the
it's a dangerous sport.
From his incentives from all of his sponsors and commercials, and then he did very well. He won many races.
Right.
And it is a dangerous sport, man.
He's had a bunch of horrific wrecks too, man.
Yes, he had.
It's like Talladega. Oh boy, Carl Edwards, backflip, man.
Yeah.
But just like Andrew Luck, he says, "Hey, I wake up and burn this and that." I'm out of it.
Matt Kenseth.
Matt Kenseth, yeah.
Ward Burton. Well, of course Ward Burton, but Jeff Burton. You know what I mean?
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's had a couple concussions. You can't drive a race car until you're 50 or so.
Your cognitive skills.
Sure. Yep.
Just naturally.
Sure.
Yes, you can prolong what you got for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But degradation is inevitable.
Oh yeah. But through the years.
It's a big way of saying time does take over eventually. You know?
Sure.
Some way, some shape or form. Not everybody can be the teeter guy. I'm something, and I feel great. You know.
Yeah, I'm at the golden ground. I feel great.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's not up off the ground, but about 8.5 inches.
2 inches off the ground.
Exactly.
I'm 81 years old. And I'm getting great.
Hell, Papa gets up faster than that, or he jumped higher than that, just saying supper time.
Right.
That's what the teeter does.
Oh yeah.
Like that kid I met to Golden Corral.
Yeah.
I want to title a book. I know how offensive this would be.
Right.
Like a children's book. Daddy,
Yeah.
when do I know I'm full?
Yeah.
You know, then you go through the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
His trip to Golden Corral.
Yeah. So we talked to Rejoice lately. What's he up to?
I talked to him a little bit this morning. Very hectic, busy this morning for
Really? For
Rejoice. Yes, the Sabbath.
I was there at 9 o'clock and he seemed kind of calm, but he. No, actually.
Oh, you was a
Yeah, I got coffee and then.
right?
He was at 9 o'clock. Well, I gotta go then. Tend to the church and light all the candles or something. Or open up the door or something. But, yeah.
Negate the fact that the other members of the clergy and people who volunteer have keys. He just wants to be the first one there to unlock it. So
Right.
you know.
Oh yeah. But I just hope next time they have a funeral, keep an eye on your car keys. Because that one car, that must have sat there for a month, Then they had to exhume the body because the guy leaned over and then.
I mean, I didn't want to say, but even Rodney mentioned it that day.
The car,
like, there
it's
you go. I
like,
said, you don't even understand. Yeah.
Right.
This is why every human being who picks up a stringed instrument, guitar, inevitably, this is not just like babies innately know that this means Lord.
Yeah.
Every human being, you put it in her hand. I bet you put a guitar in Helen Keller and she'd do the riff to Smoke on the Water.
Of course.
It's the first thing everybody learned. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
It's a staple. Well, I mean, it's so easy, or it's so simple as easy.
Right.
Yeah.
But sometimes, not to be quoting crap, simple is more.
Right. Yeah.
It's harder for a person or a drummer to finesse than it is to just be balls out playing. You're like Animal off of Sesame Street, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just to be, Animal. I love that character. I always did. That band, with the big saxophonists that were the hippies.
Sure.
I mean, that was made from people who actually were like at Woodstock. You know what I'm saying? Jim Henson and.
Yeah, Jim Henson. But unfortunately, he died.
He had some type of flu, man.
I remember it was on PBS. They showed Sesame Street.
Who's the stars and so, and at the start of it, the Moses Ace, and then you have the two grumpy old men, and then you see at the end of the whole thing, you see them at the top, and they'd say, "Well, get on with it." Well, you're already, then they'd leave. I loved it. I mean, it was like the kids' Saturday Night Live, basically. They really would have like bands on there. Musicians and stuff, actors and whatnot.
Yeah, it was a variety. You had a guest, and you had the Kermit, Miss Piggy, and all the Sesame Street, Big Bird, with the guy in the trash can, House in the Garage, and later on it was
that poor chicken that had always had those experiments done on him by the mad professor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I would just say, "Don't you call me yelling?" I said, "Yeah, but why would you say you get ugly?" Or why? I said, "Man," I'm trying to let you know. And I told him about what's going on. He said, "Well, I think you're going to smoke at last." Well, that made me mad. I don't know, because I'm not lying. I'm not lying to him about anything.
Right.
I mean, I even felt bad calling him. I felt like a stooge calling him the other day when I'm like, "Man, I didn't even work with Ronnie that day doing that boat." That's moving in.
Oh yeah.
But at least I called him.
Yeah.
And who is he to fucking tell me?
Yeah.
I don't keep in contact or hadn't heard from him. But he took, of course, I never even brought this up, but it took forever. And then he forgot.
Oh boy.
You didn't forget to try to come on Thursday.
Right. It's another warm one, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
But the leaves are falling.
But I noticed Davis, he went to a store a few weeks ago, he's wearing that little jean vest or whatever.
Did he have that on?
Yeah.
I mean, is he getting on a motorcycle? We know he's not.
No.
We know he's not. He's walking. Let me tell you guys, it's September 8th, 7:14. It's still busting over 80-something degrees out here, right? Yeah. And I mean, even though the humidity's low, it's still, don't get me wrong, if you're a little over You're sweating.
Right. With this guy.
And he's wearing a jean jacket. He looks like y'all been riding with the Outlaws up towards, up towards somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And he's walking, and we all know it takes Gollum, aka Mavis. You know.
Well, he can't buy a 6-pack. Like if you just buy 2 tall cans, he's still having a hard time carrying them things.
And he has to buy 2. If he buys 1, he's off balance.
Yeah.
Throws the whole thing out. He might as well buy 2.
Right.
You know?
Well, because one thing, you know,
So how was he going to the store?
No, I'm walking.
You told me earlier, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wonder why. Oh, I guess it's very good.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, yeah.
That being mystery. You're whining today.
He's getting his head on time. I gotta work.
Well, but that one guy for the axle, he gives him credit for all of it. But that one night he didn't, so yeah, it's like, whatever it is.
So, do you want anything like that?
No, the Vatican's look at he must really kiss somebody's ass up there. Yeah.
I don't know. Some people got it like that. I know Pete was just standing up there and he was
Wow.
telling humongous lies. This is last week now. Mind you.
He's lying. Oh, I want this, like, yeah.
And he went to go tell a lady hello, which means literally he's going to just like swamp over right over before she can get a man who moves as fast as sloth can amazingly creep up on her door.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, and he knows her name.
Yeah.
She hugs, and when she comes back out from the store, before he can make it in there, because he's talking to somebody else, she puts a $20 bill in his pocket.
Wow. Oh. Well, because pretty much the money that he gets
Goes straight to the.
Oh yeah, and that's it's like Grant's son told me.
Yeah, but he gets like $191 a month food stamps.
Right,
He gets
but-
another
right.
Social Security. But still, they take advantage of you over there. Don't get it twisted. I think that should be illegal.
Right.
You have price gouging when there's hurricanes and floods and acts of disaster. Well, in a natural disaster, you can't gouge prices of water. Then why is it when somebody is in a crisis of living, their only resource is the public shelter, which is horrible, or housing that's going to be $1,000 a month, or $295 a week.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's horrible.
But luckily he has the soup kitchen right there. Well, he's right back where he started from. Because hell, I just live in number
That's
apartment
horrible.
4, and he lived in apartment 3.
Right.
Yeah. I've known Pete for God knows.
I mean, Pete would be cheap to live over here, but he would have to pay his bills, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it would be cheaper, though, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. The relaxed in. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I worry as much as he almost went up down them steps, there wasn't anybody.
Oh yeah.
I had to give him credit. He did quit smoking.
Yeah. I've not seen him smoke.
It's been going on 2 months now.
Yeah. Even longer than that.
Yeah, it could be.
I think he has to go to the doctor tomorrow.
He says for a stress test, but he was telling me that day that I went over Ronnie's and I said, hey, I had a cigarette and I'm just ill.
Yeah.
I said, if I even was so mad to pop somebody, I said, I probably could. And he said, well, if you do your job, I can help. And I said, man, don't start no crap with me.
Right, yeah.
He had come back over, and then during his policy was, and I heard him even say it before, he had gone to the doctor and had a stress test done, and it just wore him out, and like to die, and it just stressed him out even more, and it was just a big day. Well, nobody, no physician is going to have a man in his age and shape to do 2 stress tests within a week's period. He just had it done the other day. Why would he have another one done tomorrow?
I don't know.
They're checking to see if he could possibly die during stress. If they didn't read it right the first time, they're not going to take a chance and have him do it the second.
Exactly.
I chalked that up in the file of the $12,500 he won.
Oh yeah. Because he's all the time winning the scratch off. Yeah.
We took a walk 2 days in a row uptown to get some drinks.
Yeah.
And within them 2 days, he had stopped us prior to say that he had won 15 or 3,000 and 6,000. I'm like, man, well then why aren't you walking with some people and buying drinks? You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah. They had that food truck thing yesterday.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, on Main Street. Yeah. I didn't go to the back. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure. Oh yeah.
I said, I literally got my phone charged. When I rode up to Cody's after church,
Yeah.
I had to scream at Carmen and Dad and everybody else for somebody to stop and find me up. I'm not sure they're going to do that, find me a block. And I got it charged.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then there wasn't nobody on there. So
Right.
I think Marissa sent a
Yeah,
text.
well, she tried to contact her yesterday, yeah. And she came by here for a while, yeah. We had no idea what happened to you, but yeah. But like I say, Saturday, you know, rejoice, that, yeah, the ball in, but yeah.
You know what I told him?
What's that?
Of course, I mean, I said it knowing better. I just know better.
Right,
I said, now listen, let me tell you what happened, but don't tell nobody.
right,
And he did. Of course, I told you.
right. Rejoice.
He can't hold water.
No, he can't. He was kind of stressing myself yesterday morning. Orders.
Oh, was he?
We had two loads and two dryers. Big deal.
He literally is nothing.
Oh yeah. Wait, what? Is his girlfriend still working at Whataburger?
Oh, yeah.
You seen Pop Top lately?
A little bit ago.
What, today?
Well, when I say a little bit ago, earlier,
Oh,
when
yeah.
I came up, I went across the street about what time? What time did I get here?
Oh,
I don't even know. Anyway, but right before I come across,
yeah.
and Rodney was up there.
Right.
Well, no, he hadn't even come back from church yet. I just come across, and I seen Pop Top.
Yeah.
He was walking straight. He didn't even stop, but he stopped for a second. And he went on. But and then I waited around for Rodney, but Rodney was him on around. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you just don't say at Fort Knox, just let me leave and shut it down, lock it down. It just
Right.
is not a simple key
Oh,
turn.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, just Rejoice said today that yesterday Pop Top was laying in front of the laundromat and the owner came by and went, wow.
Did he really? That'd be the second time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That I know. Yeah.
I mean, this is not another episode of Hee Haw. We're not restarting over and over again.
Yeah.
I would think that it would embarrass me to know that I was stretched out anyway like that, in just plain sight. But despite the fact that, you know, if the owner said you gotta leave, well, I would hate that, and I'd leave.
Right.
But to just be like a couple days later, it's like, you know, I remember when the owner of this joint told me to leave.
Yeah.
Nah, screw that, I'm gonna lay down. And he comes out and does it again, you know what I'm saying?
Sounds like Pop Top.
I mean,
I couldn't believe the lightning's back in the store
I walked in and seen her,
yesterday.
and I swear to God, she's just,
Oh, and actually, I walked in, there was like 4 people behind me. And I looked at oh my God.
was it yesterday?
Yep.
I wonder when she came back.
Well, yesterday was the first day that I saw her,
I walked in,
but there was a line of people. I'm like,
all right, there
oh,
was nobody in there when I was in.
yeah.
I said, hey, you guys, hey. I said, I'm alive.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't meaning to say it, y'all, but this woman, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna show. She's as white as toilet paper. I'm
Right.
telling you. And I'm like, what are you doing on this side?
Yeah.
So I go back there to start looking at the beer selection. It looks as if a riot had happened.
I had nothing.
And there wasn't a person in the store in sight. The Exxon's booming because they got beer, but yet she's standing in the front looking around thinking she's happy that it's a break day.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's because there's literally like the 4-packs. Everything was gone. The only thing, there was like 6. It's Coors Light. There was one 12-pack. No, one 12-pack, which is that one. There was no 6-pack. The cans were only the 4 cans outside, and then a 6-pack of bottles, and then there was it for Coors. No casing or nothing. I'm like, and I thought I should just say something. And I thought no, but I just walked up. I went, not that much beer in the back, is it? She said, yeah, we sold out a long time ago. I'm like, yeah, well.
Now, Rejoice talked about if you go in there and stock the coolers for them, you get like $10 or something. One of the managers would give
I've been trying to figure out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna text Kendra and ask her.
yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send her a Facebook. I can't do it here, obviously, but I'm gonna send her one and ask her. Yep. 'Cause I heard that too, that if you stock it, so they give you like 10, 15, whatever. Yeah. Like come in every other day or so, or every day even. I guess. I tell them I do it every day.
Yeah, just how much it's worth.
Yeah.
No, you want to keep the shelves, especially there. Stock. Football season.
Yeah, that's normally what you normally do it for. Like you have them come in and do that, maybe some snacks and stuff, and like the juices, whatnot. They'll just be like juices. A lot of times, you know.
Right. Well, they sell more beer than anything.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Not a good move if you was to hire Pop Top.
Yeah.
He's the only man I know that was back there for 6 hours and put out one beer.
Yeah.
That was right when he first got there.
You drink 12 back and go to sleep. Yeah.
You go in the back and there'll be 27 beers empty. It's Bluetooth going with Leonard Skinner playing and him passed out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Blondie's about the second stage or third stage of hypothermia.
inside in the freezer. Yeah.
In the freezer, yeah.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that guy Ken? You seen him around?
He was, the Whites came back from their trip, and then day before yesterday I saw Ken out back promptly after they had returned blowing leaves.
Oh wow.
The first day that leaves actually fall from the trees, I noticed, I'm like, wow, a lot of leaves fell just overnight. But not everything. I mean, good grief. We've got tons, especially in our neighborhood, trust me.
Oh, sure.
And he's back there blowing already. I'm like, give me a break. It's almost as if every time you put a cigarette, I'm running to go dump it and be like, $5 please, Mr. Giovini. You know? Like, yeah. Wait till it accumulates a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Oh, it'll wear thin on you know who for that will.
Oh,
Last
yeah.
time we told him, said, hey, my dog don't like you. It barks incessantly, so you gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're creeping the old lady out a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Move on, Bob. You can still do yard work and stuff, but
Yeah.
and not to mention, he looked like hell last time I seen him. He looked like a tunnel rat had come out and then took his gun off. He had blood down the side of his arm.
Oh,
And he was
yeah.
doing head. I don't know. It was like a cut, but it was just bleeding incessantly. He wouldn't take time to wipe it. Dirt everywhere. And he was wild-eyed. I'm like, God, he looks like he's been up for 4 days. And that's the night he worked till 9:30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
love of effing, whatever it is, I'll hold it. If you're that, you made good money while you were doing it. Just stop. Now you just look.
Go home and go to bed.
Because if he was beyond with anybody else more
Oh
colorful
yeah.
than that.
Yeah.
By the way, this has been a rocking album.
Oh yeah. If you're thinking Deep Purple, this is the one you know. Tune in. That's the one you want to get. And unfortunately, the record is over.
Yep.
Ooh. But
We'll
yeah.
see y'all on the next
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, it's good seeing you guys and keep watching that football.
Yep.